Today I want to share with you both the challenges and hopes I'm seeing in the world of plant-based living in 2025. First, there's exciting news from Europe. Over 130 major organisations, from environmental groups to farmers' associations, have called for an EU action plan for plant-based food by 2026. This isn't just coming from vegan advocacy groups. We're talking about mainstream consumer organisations, environmental powerhouses like Greenpeace, and even farming collectives. The European Commission's own research backs it up, highlighting the need for more plant-based proteins in our food system. Yet at the same time, we're seeing some young people stepping back from strict vegetarian and vegan diets. A recent article in The Standard highlighted this trend, and I think it raises some important points we need to address as a community. The reasons given are ones I'm sure many of us can relate to. Frustration with expensive meat alternatives, limited restaurant options, and perhaps most significantly, a feeling of helplessness about climate change. When we hear about the top 1% burning through their entire 2025 carbon budget in just 10 days, it's easy to feel like our individual choices don't matter. But here's the thing. I actually see hope in both these stories. Why? Because they're showing us the future of plant-based living isn't about perfectionism, it's about progress. While some might see the rise of flexitarianism as a step backward, it would be more helpful to consider it as 2 steps forward. More people than ever are reducing their meat consumption, even if they're not eliminating it entirely. The EU's push for a plant-based action plan shows that systematic change is coming. Think about it. When people who've tried strict veganism move to a more flexible approach, they're not usually going back to their old meat-heavy diets. They're finding a sustainable balance that works for them, often eating plant-based most of the time, while occasionally including animal products. This doesn't shrink our movement, but actually expands it. What we're seeing isn't the death of veganism, rather its evolution. The future of plant-based living isn't about purity or perfection. It's about creating sustainable changes that more people can maintain long term. I don't believe that it's our role as a community to judge. Instead, we should support any step toward plant-based living, whether meatless Mondays or full veganism. Let me know in the comments though, what do you think about this evolutionary trend in plant-based living?